Hello and welcome back to my channel. For those who are new here, my name is Sarah. I post new videos on Wednesday and Friday, and today's video is how to make a preset in Lightroom. So I'm going to start out by letting you know that this is not a comprehensive guide as to how to use Lightroom. I do use the free version and I do have no official training. This is just how that I use Lightroom, and I'm going to be showing in 2 videos like Lightroom presets that I've made and used, and so I figured I would make this video in advance so that I can point back to it in case you guys were wondering. First thing I do before building a preset is go on Pinterest and find some photos with the aesthetic that I'm shooting for so that I have kind of a look to shoot for when making the preset. Most of these projects that I've made presets for, I already kind of had a vision board being built, but now when I'm just like searching on Pinterest and I think it might be a cool preset that I want to make, I save it to a specific folder. So these photos that are on the screen are in my For the Wall Pinterest board, but then there's also a presets/Lightroom folder on my Pinterest that has some of my other inspiration in it. And the link will be in the description if you want to take a look. I'm going to try not to shake the camera during this. So we're going to open up the free version of Lightroom. As you can see, I've already loaded a photo in there that I'm going to start to edit so we can get used to the preset and then see what it looks like. So most of the presets that I've been recently working with have put like a color grade on top. It's either like really highlighted blues or greens or something like that. So I don't have a green one. So this doesn't really go for green. I think I'm going to go for like a neutrals. So I'm going to kind of go for like a tan and white aesthetic in this preset. So first things first, I always like to go through the light categories, which is the little sun. And I like to up my exposure just a bit. I think it makes it easier to change the colors. I like to mess with the contrast. I usually put that up just a bit. And we can always come in, focus more on this. I always up the highlights because, again, I like to have that glowy look when I'm using a colored, and then I up the whites as well. So as you can see, that's kind of already changed this photo quite a bit because there is a lot of light and white in it. But even if there isn't, this will help up that. So then I think I'm going to start with the temperature. I'm going to move it yellow a little bit, and we'll take out towards the yellow side, and we'll take out some of the yellows later on, but that kind of already starts to bring it to a more neutral color and take out the blues. And then the other thing is, I think we're going to leave the tint as it is. The vibrance, I'm just going to take the vibrance down a little bit, and the saturation's already down a bit, but we're going to take that down as well so we get up to this. I think we're going to have to go back into the light, and I'm going to up the contrast just a bit so that we still look like people. I just accidentally, ooh. No, I'll put the highlights up too. Okay, so then I'm going to go into the colors, and I'm going to go into this little color mix tab, which is the circle with all the different colors, and this lets you play with each of the different colors. So the hue changes the like shade, like it makes it a little bit, you can make a red pinker or oranger. So next to the colors in the color wheel, the saturation brings up the amount of that color or down the amount of that color, and then the luminance can make it like a lighter version. So with this red, I'm going to start by bringing up the luminance. If you see, it drops that pink by a lot, and I'm actually going to bring down the saturation just the tiniest amount. And then I'm going to take the yellow saturation down just a bit. I'm going to move the orange, a little color in it. I'm actually going to bring up the orange saturation just a bit because it kind of brings in this tan. I'm going to leave the luminance alone, but it kind of makes it look a little bit more tan because we are in Mexico. And then the only other color I'm going to mess with is I'm going to bring up the blue saturation just a bit so that Brittany's dress matches like the shade of my dress. then I think that's it for this colorway. Okay, and then I'm gonna up, usually I don't up the shadows, but in this one I feel like they're really needed to like keep the contrast here. So I'm just gonna move the shadows to be, yeah. And then I will put all of the information for this particular filter on the side when I show the difference between the before and the after. So then, now that I'm happy with what it looks like, I'm going to put I'm gonna put the 3 dots in the top right corner. It says create a preset. I'm gonna click that. And then under that, I'm going to say, I'm gonna call this whiteout. But basically that's like a white and bright version of the preset. And so then you can see the before and the after, and it's in your preset slots. And the other one, for just this one of Layla, you can swipe over, do presets, and click that whiteout, and that'll show kind of in the same aesthetic. It's as simple as that. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any more questions about Lightroom or how to make Lightroom presets, please leave a comment in this video. Specific questions about those presets, please let me know. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. If you didn't, you don't know me, please subscribe and turn on the bell notifications so you never miss a video that I post. I will see you in the next video. Bye.